This is One Night Survival. You must stay alive till dawn.
Survive the night. I was bored to death. The fire was my life every few minutes. When the flames went out, I wanted my bed, and I wanted my wife. I had no pillow, and a big cold bone could not sleep a wink. And then I picked up a big burnt log and burned off half my thumb. In the wild, like child, thank God it was mild, but I survived the night. I survived the night.
Ooh, look at that nasty bastard.
Devil's Club. Whole fucking forest of it.
Yeah, you don't want to walk into that shit.
No.
Never any mushrooms in there.
I wouldn't care if there was.
Right?
Ironically, the shit you need to heal a sting from Devil's Club is actually in the plant.
Yeah, poultice.
Yeah.
It's still quite wet in here. Ooh. Not seeing much for mushrooms though, are you?
No, I've been looking. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, might be still too cold.
They're starting to pop and couch.
You'd think you'd see that winter chanterelles. Like I have found them in here.
Yeah. I found a bunch a couple of weeks ago. Up whatchamacallit, Little Shaw.
Oh, yeah.
But they were all just toast. Like they were totally rotten.
I found a couple weeks ago. They were same thing. They were all bush. You can hear the wind.
Hey man, it's starting to get dark. You think you want to head back soon or what?
Yeah, well, I guess we got to go back this way.
No.
Or did we come from that way?
We came from, I swear, we came from downriver.
I thought we were upstream, man. I thought that's what we were doing, was heading back. You think we need to go that way?
Yeah.
My map is...
Does the river have an oxbow in it? Does it circle around on itself?
I don't know. Oh, let me check my phone. Maybe I can get some service up here.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Shit, man. I think my phone's dead. Did you bring your backup battery?
No, I left it in the car. Are you serious?
Which way do you think we should go, Paul? I mean, I'm thinking it's got to be this way. I thought we came in from the north.
I don't know. I think we should sit down for a minute and think about it before we go running off and doing something stupid. Because we don't have a lot of light left here, man.
Yeah, I know. Wonder how far we are in. Pretty far, eh?
I'd say so.
Shit. There's a log up there. Let's go over there and sit down and make a cup of tea or something and see if we can figure this out. It's not good, man. I'm looking at this map, man, and like my internal compass says we got to go that way.
Your internal compass is what got us lost in Costco.
Oh, that's true, man. I think we're lost.
I think we're lost. I don't know, man.
I mean, it's gonna get dark soon, man.
I don't know if we got enough time to walk out of here. We've been going for a while.
This looks like a good spot to sit and think about it. I mean, there's lots of firewood here.
Yeah.
I don't have anything. I don't have my knife with me.
I forgot mine in the car.
But you got that food still? That ferro rod.
Never leave home without it.
All right, let's throw something together. I think it's gonna start raining.
Yeah, I mean, it's sunny now, but you can see those clouds rolling in. They don't look very friendly. We either got to get on this right now or just, I don't know. I think we try and boogie out of here. We're just going to get even more lost.
I'm sorry, man. I just can't remember which way we came up the river.
I wasn't paying attention. It's my fault too.
Yeah. Didn't even get any fucking mushrooms for it. Well, let's see what we can do with this.
All right.
So I'm going to make the watch shelter where we can keep watch for the helicopter and keep the fire going. And you making something here?
I'm gonna bed down.
Okay.
The flattest around.
Oh man, it's going to be a fucking really tough night. But do you need a hand? You sure?
Yeah.
For the helicopter.
Yeah.
You can see, it can see us.
Obviously we checked for widow makers.
Yeah.
Everything seems good.
No, it's all right, yeah.
The wind is to die down.
Except for that one.
According to the barometer here on this watch.
Yeah, they said the wind. Nice. Do you want to go?
You want to cheat?
No, I don't have to cheat, no. I don't give a fuck. I didn't think it was cheating when I found it. I was like, I'm quite happy. Alright, that's recording to your right there, by the way. Just there. And the other one's on time lapse.
Look at this little bird's nest. Wait a minute. Bird's nest. It's all crushed pine cones, by the way.
That's alright.
That's fine pine cones. I got it on the way up.
That other camera can see in the dark, so if you show it.
Yeah, that's some dry pine cones.
It's kind of focused on here.
Yeah, some dry pine cones I had in my pocket now walking up. I found in a drier area. I know you can't see on the camera, but it's very windy.
Oh, they can hear it. I'm just gonna get
Bring me a ferro rod.
gonna get another light on here.
The ferro rod would have helped.
You got it? No?
Back to me little house to get me ferro rod there, boss.
Just one night, thought it's all alright. Sky turning that sick gray, wind tastes like a fist fight. Street sign doing backflips, leaves cut like low lights. Phone dead in my pocket, thunder in your own eyes. Every shadow looks sharp, every branch like teeth. You can't outrun the dark, can you outrun belief? This is one night survival. No axe, star knife on arrival. Just heartbeat, bare hands, breathing. Hold tight to the air you need it. One night survival. Every step feels final. If you make it to the morning light, you get to call this life. Will you fold, will you fight, or just stand there and wait? Oh yeah! This is one night survival. No axe, saw knife on arrival. Just heartbeat, bare hands, breathing. Hold tight to the air you need it. One night survival. Every step feels final. If you make it.
It's not terrible. Not terrible at all. Put a little bit more filling in on the roof to do. More ferns, I guess. But we're getting there. I think we'll have our fire right in front of us here, and yeah, I think we'll be okay. So, catch up with you in a bit. We're gonna get back to working on this shelter.
You got one wild scream buried in your chest. Let it rip, let it tear. Do your worst, do your best.
ferro rod striker. You end up with this fine dander. See this? Yeah, it's easy to light this stuff. I would imagine you could probably do this with a rock too. Okay, get some bigger pieces together now. We basically got one chance at this fire, and if we fuck it up, I don't know, man. I think we'll be okay. This stuff's pretty dry.
Alright.
But will it take a ferro rod spark? Who knows?
I think it will. We got two of us.
I hope so. What time is it? 5:30? Something like that?
5:30.
5:30. It's starting to get dark. So I got a Yuko Titan ferro rod. Been using it for a couple of years. You can probably see it's got a little bit of wear and tear on it. For my tinder, I've got some dry grass and some cedar bark that I scraped. I have some Douglas fir tinder that's nice and dry there. I have a nice supply of, I got more grass here if I need it. Got some lichen, I got some smaller tinder, and I got some other size wood there. So I'm going to attempt to get the fire going with my ferro rod. Yeah. Okay. Let's grab some more of that dry grass. Get that shit on there right away. Ooh, it was my jacket. Beautiful. Well, that went quite a bit easier than I thought it would. Bingo bango. Oop. There we go. Cool.
Bono, bono, mother. Bono, bono, mother.
You read, mother, this is Bono.
What's the current status of your high flyers? Lead contact.
I'm here with Beta.
Alpha.
I'm here with Alpha. Roger.
Yeah. 0630. 0630.
Go ahead, Bravo.
Bravo. How are you getting on?
This is Alpha Team here, just checking in. Over.
Yeah, we're still looking for these high flyers. Can't find them. We're gonna sit tight for the night. Well, I'm seeing, I've got clear skies. Chopper's due at 6 a.m. We just got the call in.
Bono, bono, mother. Receiving transmissions. But you're in the garden. I need you to hold your position until morning.
I'm not receiving you.
Try to get this block.
It's not working.
Looks like we're missing some high flyers. You will locate them. Their wives will be very happy. Bono, mother.
All stations are isolated. All stations must survive until first light. All stations must try to establish fire, shelter and signal. Hey man, I've got an injury here.
Comms down. The comms are down.
I'm getting no comms. I got mother for a minute. They said just hang tight.
We keep trying them anyway.
Okay, I think best thing to do is just get far. Why am I radioing you? You're right here beside me.
Bravo team is in to help Bravo team as always. Huh?
Maybe if the two of us try. You can smell it.
Yeah. Such a funny. That grass is bone dry. That should spark.
Why isn't this fucking smell? Oh, there we go. There we go. There's a light. We got a light.
Whoa, she's burning bright. Look at that boy. Where's me thing? Where's me torch? Where's me torch? Woo! Told you that grass was dry.
Good stuff. Get a bit of that fucking plastic on there.
I was born to death. Fire was my life. Every few minutes.
Just
On the flame.
be gentle with that. Fair play, fair play.
Fair play us. It is you know, I was thinking about it yesterday. I was thinking what the dynamics of a tandem team will be.
But that grass, I knew when I went out there and I picked up
it
that
was
grass.
nice.
I couldn't believe how dry it was. I said, that's the best effect.
It worked.
She's taking the good.
Well, we got it. That's the important thing.
I was born to death. Fire was my life. Every few minutes. When the flames went out. I wanted my bed. And I wanted my wife. I had no pillow and a big cold bomb. Could not sleep
I'm gonna go over and get dressed now.
Go for it, man. I'll work away on this unless you want to do a bit of this. Yeah, go get warm, man.
I know I'm warm, but I'm just going to say, even out, we're getting it done in the night.
Yeah, go.
When it gets dark.
Yeah. Do you have a head torch?
Put my clothes back down.
Bono, mother.
I thought the jerry can was going to be a good seat. Yeah,
It's currently 9 degrees Celsius. Light rain, high wind.
And then I picked up a big burnt log and burned off half my thumbs. In the wild, like child, thank God it was mild. But I survived the night. I survived the night. Anticipation, change.
Just see if you can see I built a bit of a reflector there, just a slab that found. So that'll reflect the heat back into the shelter portion that we have set up here. We have this for our shelter, all set up. Lots of wood around here for burning. Gonna pick off that stump all day. Paul's been actively gathering and collecting firewood. He's got a little pile set up here, and he's just moving it along. So it's perfect. So far, so good. I think I might, at this point, I think I might try to build a pot hanger that goes over top so I can boil some water, because it's getting to be that time we're probably gonna have to eat soon. And we just have freeze-dried meals for dinner. So we need boiling water for that. So I think I'm gonna work on a pot holder next. Well, it is 7:02 p.m. and I get some water boiling, or starting to boil. And we got our freeze-dried meals. We're gonna be eating those soon, getting a little bit peckish. So got a pretty decent jag of wood stored up for tonight. Shelter seems to be holding together pretty good. And yeah, we got a nice little fire cooking away here. So yeah, I think we might be okay. We might be okay. Paul's off over there. I don't know what he's doing, maybe having a leak or something. But yeah, a few holes in the roof, as you can see. But I do have an emergency blanket later. If I need it, I can put it on top and provide some cover from the rain, which is destined to come soon. Okay, there you go. There's the fire's looking good, and you can see, I can't really see, but we have this giant tree right beside us here that is basically giving us a refraction of the heat back into the little shelter here. So yeah, it's pretty comfortable. So far, no rain. Slightly overcast. I forgot my thermometer, unfortunately, so don't know the temperature, but it's not that cold really at all. I just put my jacket on for, I don't know, just to try and keep it drier. The ground is wet. I don't know where I'm gonna lay. Didn't really prepare a bed, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just put my rain gear on and just lay down beside the fire. They're kind of like right in here. You can't really see. Yep. So far, so good. Waiting for the water to boil. Might be getting close, actually. Oh yeah, she's boiling. I'll take that off there. Okay, we got sweet potato, chicken, and rice. A healthy and hearty dish with rice, sweet potatoes, white chicken. I like that, white chicken. And all the right seasonings. And what do you have on yours?
Smokehouse chicken with rice and beans. Liven up your taste buds with the rich flavors of smoked barbecue seasoned with white chicken and rice and beans. So there she goes.
Well, let's dig in.
Bon appetit. Yay, didn't turn into soup.
Oh, that smells good. Holy
Yeah.
shit. That smells really good. I haven't even opened mine. Mine looks not as good as yours.
Doesn't taste the greatest. Chicken's pretty rubbery.
Right on. Chicken's rubbery. Perfect. Let's just, I'll edit it there and I'm going to eat. How was your smokehouse chicken?
It was finger looking good.
Finger licking good.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Right on,
A
man.
little bit of rubbery chicken, but that's okay.
Rubbery chicken for the win. Okay, well, I think we should stoke this fire up.
Sure.
Sure, raining now. Rain's coming down pretty hard, so hopefully we can stay dry. Holy shit, man. Did you hear that?
For what?
The howling. The fuck was that? You didn't hear that? Holy shit. Listen. Oh, man.
You fucking with me?
Survive the night. not survive the night. I was bored to death, the fire was my life. Every few minutes when the flames went out, I wanted my bed and I wanted my wife. I had no pillow and big cold bone, could not sleep a wink. And then I picked up a big burnt log and burned off half my thumb. In the wild like child, thank God it was mild, but I survived the night. I survived the night. I survived the night.
Want this? Out there? What made you say yes to coming out here?
We don't play with the full shilling. Because anybody in their right mind wouldn't come out to a wet, damp, dirty forest.
I mean, like people, I hear that whole thing, the mad thing. When I was training to do that walk, a lot of people told me I was mad, you know? And I actually caught myself, left the camera on record by accident at the top of this one day. I was fucking blind and I was like, they don't fucking understand. Nobody fucking understands. They just want to sit at home. Nobody wants to push themselves into something. But
It's getting out of the comfort zone.
yeah, out of the comfort zone.
Listen, we all live our comfy beds, but like one night being wild, it's not gonna kill you. People out there living on the streets every day of the week.
Yeah. But the priorities were getting a shelter, and then you got into your own shelter. I suppose you had that as an idea, did you? Before you came up to do the dog shelter thing?
Well, if I had got a log of a tree, I would have just made a lean-to. If it had been a decent tree down, or there had been a nice rock, I would have went up against the rock and made it kind of a little A-frame off the rock. You know what I mean?
Well, it's the one thing that can still go wrong.
The heavens could open up and it would lash rain.
We've had a few sprinkles. We've had a few openings. I can't see anything up there now. But
that's the only thing that can spoil the night.
Is the sprinkles, is the rain.
There's a good, proper douse in the rain now, you know? Not a shower, like constant rain now for the next 6 hours where it's coming through your rain clothes.
Wait a minute. I'm going to answer this one. What is keeping you moving? So what's keeping me moving at the moment is the fact that when all this is done, I'm going to feel like I've gone on the most amazing camping trip that I've ever been on. The next few days, it'll dawn on me that I've ticked the box that I never thought I needed to tick. Well, I'm hoping that I get the same effect. Every time I've done one, I get this weird effect where it's like if you could score camping out of 10, it's like this has another 2. This is like a 12 out of 10 up to this. What, like obviously we met, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Not even 2 weeks ago? Week and a half ago?
8 days ago maybe. 9 days ago.
And here we are doing this, sitting here, you know, you got kind of an extra bit as well with your, I think that's an extra bit that I wasn't thinking could happen.
Yeah.
To have look at your fire going away there.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did. And I'm glad I met you that day.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I might never have done it.
Would you not, no?
I might never have done it, yeah. You know, as I said, you get older, you have creaks, pains in the back, you know what I mean? Knees are hurting you, you know what I mean? Elbows are hurting you. And it's always there. I'll just bring an axe, or I'll just bring a knife, should I, you know? Or I'll just in case.
Yeah.
And you have a 50 kilo backpack on your back, you know what I mean? You wonder why you have a backpack and you're huffing and puffing up a hill and you're like, like...
I love that about today. We were talking about this earlier, about leaving with nothing. And you even said to me something earlier, and I said, you know, Mother Nature, whenever I've been on one of these, for some reason, I always feel a bit like she just laxed off. It was like, you take a chance
Yeah.
to do it with nothing, no tools, no saws. You take a chance, and I'll show you.
And she
And
did. She was good to us today.
Yeah.
Well, so far,
Yeah.
as I said, she kept that rain off.
$3.41. All is well.
Morning.
Survive the night. I was bored to death. The fire was my life. Every few minutes, when the flames went out, I wanted my bed, and I wanted my wife. I had no pillow, and a big cold bone could not sleep a wink. And then I picked up a big burnt log and burned off half my thumb. In the wild, like child, thank God it was mild, but I survived the night. I survived the night.
As I try to sleep, I hear trees creak. I can feel a cold, sharp breeze. I blow onto some glowing coals and watch flames grow to get some warmth in me. As I sit and listen with a lack of vision, my mind starts to play tricks. I hear crunching leaves, things in the trees, and I can hear snapping sticks. Is it aliens, leprechauns, a badger? Oh shit, quick! I search for my knife as a fear for my life, but oh yeah, I've got no kit. Will I survive the night and see daylight, or call it a night, a quit? Who knows? Tune into the show and give the like button a hit.
Bono. Mono, mother. Mono, mother.
We need emergency evac at 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. And seriously, we've done it again, except this time we've done it the hang tough version. We got separated from our unit. There's always light at the end of the tunnel.
Just about time to motor. One night survival complete. Now we're just gonna quickly disassemble our shelter and head out of here. So that should be pretty simple. Good enough. Never know we were here. Well, except for the fire. We're gonna put that out before we leave though. Right on. Head up to the truck.
We fucking did it. One night, half alive, shivering in hoodies, laughing just to stay dry. No saw, knife or axe, just hands and bad ideas. Cold wind in our teeth, mud up to our ears. We survived the night. How's about that? Thought we'd crack, but we bounced right back. Bruised and beaten, still we stand. We survived the night. Empty hands.
Okay, so we're coming out to the end of our trip here, and it's been a great night. Not too cold. We got a little bit wet, but not too bad. Anyways, thanks Paul for coming out, and you know what I always say, stay dirty
Stay dusty.
and stay in the bush. Jason and Paul out.
But we stayed, didn't bail, hearts pounding like sparks. We survived the night. How's about that? Thought we'd crack, but we bounced right back. Bruised and beaten, still we stand. We survived the night. Empty hands.
Remember now, one more hour, maybe less, maybe an hour to go. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna let the fire die out now. Oh lads, we've got the start of dawn. We have the beginnings of dawn. And it's almost dawn. Evac is in 30 minutes. How did you sleep?
Not too bad, oh no, not too bad.
Fucking chilly enough last night.
Look, around 4:30 when I go to the toilet now.
I like your blue light. I could have had more of that last night.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was fucking snazzy. Actually, if you turn... Is that ultraviolet? Yeah, that's cool. Can you do wider? Yeah, deadly.
Blue,
Oh, that is savage, man.
blue
after completing the one-night survival challenge. It's funny. You spend all that time beforehand thinking the hard part is going to be the night. The cold creeping in through your jacket like it knows exactly where the seams are weakest. The rain that doesn't fall so much as exist, just hanging in the air, soaking everything slowly, patiently, surely. The fire that refuses to catch until you're down to your last bit of patience and pride, and you think that's the test. But it's not. Nope. The real test shows up the next morning, when it's over. When you wake up stiff, smelling like smoke and damp earth, and for a split second you don't even remember where you are. Then it all comes back. The shelter you built with your own hands, the fire you fought for, the deafening quiet, that deep, unsettling quiet that somehow made room for your thoughts in a way the real world never does. And then you leave. You step out of the trees and it's like crossing some invisible line. Suddenly there's noise again, roads, phones, clocks. Everything starts moving fast, like it's trying to make up for the time you just spent standing still. But you don't quite come back the same person. There's this lag. Like part of you is still back there, sitting beside that tiny fire, listening to it crackle like it's telling you something important in a language you don't quite comprehend. You notice things differently. The warmth inside your house feels excessive, like a luxury you don't deserve today. Turning on a tap and getting clean water instantly feels almost absurd. You catch yourself staring at it for a second too long, remembering how carefully you rationed every precious sip. And food is weird after. You take a bite and it's good, yeah, but it doesn't hit the same. Because last night, one simple rubbery chicken rice meal felt like a victory. It wasn't just eating. It was like winning something. Out there, everything has a price, effort, consequence, self-reflection. And here, everything just is. And that's when it sneaks up on you. Not the cold, not the hunger, but this quiet question. Why does this feel harder? Because, let me tell you, it does. In a strange, sideways way, coming back feels harder than staying out there. Out there, the rules are simple. Stay dry, stay warm, keep the fire alive. There's a clarity to it, a primal simplicity, like the world has been stripped down to its bare bones. In here, it's noise again. You start thinking about doing it again. Not because it was fun. Parts of it sucked, honestly. Cold, wet, frustrating. But because for a few hours, sitting there in the dark with nothing but a stubborn little fire,